Hey guys, we are here today with a live duel, and my friend Derek is on the left playing Generators. I am on the right playing True King Dinos. There's actually a synchro package in there that I actually never really got to do. Derek's starting off with Loptier. Loptier's quick effect to tribute himself to summon a generator from the deck. And he's going to be choosing Mardell. I think he's checking to see if he opened with it first though. Alright, yeah, he doesn't have it, so he's going to go summon Mardell from the main deck. After he finds it, I guess. There we go. Alright, and Mardell unsummon gets to add a generator card or summon a plant. Or add a plant, one of those. Generators is actually really cool. It's pretty much like all level 9s. They can really display True King Calamities like naturally, or they're really cool boss monster, which I can't even pronounce, but here's a card of it because I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Let's see what else he does. I think he's going to activate boss stage, and from the looks of his hand, I think he's just going to set a few cards. Oh, he sets one, then activates. And then sets, okay. And Generators are cool, they really just play on your turn. So yeah, I drew, boss stage's effect kicks in. Now he summoned ones from deck. Oh, never mind, he's chaining Monstrosity. So, Monstrosity, he's going to use a second effect to summon 2 from the main deck as long as they're different types and attributes. From the Mardell on board there. And so he's summoning Nidhogg, which is actually a special summon negate, by attributing a generator card. And then he's summoning, I can't read from here, but it looks like the Iron one, which actually tributes to summon from hand. And now boss stage is resolving. You summon one from deck, and he now summons Horror, which is actually pretty cool. It's like Dark Law, which if you add a card, he can force you to to discard a monster. And the other one is a negate. I think it's an Omni negate actually, by attributing generator monsters. But now he's kind of a weird spot because now he only summons one token. Now I actually get to play now, so I'm not sure what I actually really can do against this. I think I'm trying really hard to remember what I was gonna outdo. So Fossil Dig comes down, and I think I'm gonna add Baby. And I'm trying to bait out one of those negates. But he lets it go, so I'm like, oh shit, alright. And if you guys can tell by now, I'm like really awkward at commentating. I've never commentated anything like 30 minutes long before. So if there's any like random pauses or just really weird quietness, I'm sorry. So I did open with the Fire True King. I cannot pronounce that name. So I'm trying to bait out one of the negates. And by trying to bluff that I have 2 fires, so I could banish one of his monsters. I actually think I opened up pretty well. And right here I'm explaining him the effect of like the whole thing goes through if they're both fires, and he's got to, and the summon's an effect, so he's got to negate it now. So he's using Nidhoggs, I believe, to negate the special summon and then destroy it. So the Fire True King goes to the grave, which is actually really good because I actually didn't need it. I think I opened up pretty well from what I remember. I have Baby, and I think I have the Jeweled Beast or Armasaur. Now I'm reading hard to make sure I don't get fucking killed. He's about to tribute for monsters with that one. Now Lost World comes down, and now he has a token, so that actually works out really well in my favor. So Derek's chaining the activation of Lost World with the Boss of Iron to tribute to summon to, I think. And oh shit, he summons too. Mardell's effect kicks on when it's special summoned. So yeah, I think I asked him, does the boat target? And I think it does, actually. But I really just have to worry about the Har, which is a negate and a card rip, so I have to be pretty careful. I don't know why I didn't activate the card rip when I added Baby. Now that I think about it, and it was like a slight misplay on both of ours. I could have said something, but you know, I probably shouldn't. So he adds a Generator Trap, and I don't know which one that is from here, but it's the one that makes you draw a card and then he activates boss stage. Okay, so I normal summon the Animadorn. Using the effect of Lost World, I can summon a token to his side, now that he left a spot. So I summon the Egg token, and then now I destroy Baby in hand to add a double evolution pill. Really cool effect, by the way, that's not once per turn, you just keep flooding the board. Now Baby's effect is kicking off, and I'm gonna summon Sleeting Overraptor. Now Overraptor's effect is going to add a card from deck to hand. And I think I'm gonna mess with Derek here, and I'm actually gonna try to add the Kaiju, just to kind of give him a little scare. And I think this is when he probably should have acted Har, trying to see if that was like the only monster. Then I would have just discarded it and saved him. But I think he plays the first game to kind of like learn what to do. Oh, never mind. He activated Har and made me, and I discarded Quatless instead. And then here's me trying to Kaiju his Har, and he's like, "Oh wow." Here's me checking the grave, see what I can actually do. I believe in my head I can OTK him here. Or almost, at least. I'm activating Sleeting Overraptor's other effect to pop the Animadorn to summon back Baby in defense. And then here's Double Evolution Pill. And here's UCT coming out from the main deck. And the reason I did the bring back Baby is just so I can use the UCT effect to pop the Baby and get another body on board this way. Because my hand wasn't too bad, but it wasn't really great for extending more than I needed. And UCT is now going to pop Baby to summon, or to flip Derek's monsters and face down defense. By the way, broken effect. But don't forget, it's only in the main phase, so you can't just fucking quick effect that and stand by or something to save yourself. And now here's me summoning from the main deck, and this is where I misplayed. I probably shouldn't have summoned Giant Rex. Giant Rex wouldn't have been a bad card if I didn't forget that it can't attack directly. So here's me in the battle phase. Tyranno's going to attack over all 5. And I'm thinking about either if I should stop it, or protect the token of Lost World, or just send it. And I'm gonna send it. So yeah, there's me doing 5,000, and then here's me misplaying, and I'm like, wait. Never mind, like on the card it physically says I cannot attack directly. So I do another 18 to Derek, and I hit him with 6,800 right off. And I was like, wow, I couldn't have done anything else. So main phase 2, I am going to overlay for a Dolka, just to make sure he doesn't have any monster negates or anything I have to worry about next turn. Which is actually really good too, because in that way I can actually stop his any Hars or any special summon effects and just get him off the board before I have to worry about it. So he sets the trap card that he added last turn, and I draw now. I'm not sure what he's gonna summon from memory, but he's trying to figure out how to beat UCT. And he actually does have a game plan for the next game we do, but right now I think he's like trying to figure out, is there a way he can stall this last match. Yeah, he's asking what Dolka does, tell him it's a monster negate. And now he's summoning the boat from the main deck. Now boss stage other effects, when it's summoned from the main deck, he now gets to summon a bunch of tokens. Yeah, so a weird matchup that Lost World is really good against Generaiders because of the tokens that he gets to summon, and he's debating on if he should or not. Yeah, so I'm handing Lost World over just so we can get a read there, just in case he thought I was lying, which I know he doesn't, but this is always funny. He's been cycling these tokens. Alright, so he does summon all the tokens, and that's actually really nice for me, because that's just more things to hit over. And I'm trying to think not to overextend, but I was like, I have a lot of things I could do. And I have an Alio and another Armadorn that's coming down now. So yeah, I destroyed the Alio in hand to add the second double evolution pill from my deck to my hand. And I mean, I don't need to. It was just I wanted to mess around. And just in case I somehow didn't survive, I guess, or somehow got the board wiped, I would be ready to follow up with another UCT. And yeah, here's pretty much the end of game 1. I'm activating UCT, and he's chaining to that, which allows me to just draw another card and him activate a boss stage from deck. So if you guys are wondering why he did that, it's just so he could. There's honestly nothing else I think he really could do in this state. So yeah, Armadorn is now destroyed. We are now in battle phase. And here's where Derek scoops it up. So we are now on to game 2. Yeah, so moving on to game 2, Derek is going first again, and I actually bricked super hard. I only drew monsters, and like the only good card I had in my hand, I think, was just Soul Eating Oviraptor. Derek opened up with another good starter for Lopter, and then Lopter's gonna get Mardell. So pretty much what he did last game. He's gonna set up the boss stage, he's gonna set some back row, and then he's gonna be playing on my turn. And Derek probably has a game plan now for what to do against Dinos and UCT. So this game's actually going to be a little bit longer than the last one. Yeah, so he activates boss stage, sets 2, and passes right over. On my draw, I actually drew a really cool top deck, and it was a Miscellaneous Sorts, which would be really good. if he, you know, doesn't try to stop it anywhere here. So summoning from the deck, he summons Boss of Iron again. That way he can summon 2 from hand if he needs to, and I think he is going to later, because he just chucked his hand. My Apple Watch kicked in here, so watch me turn this off. Alright, now I get to play, and I'm trying to bait out the other effects, because I know he probably is going to try to. So yeah, on the end of standby, he is activating Iron's effect to tribute to summon. So he summons under Mardell, and now he summons Nidhogg again. So now I have to worry about a special summon negate, and now he is going to add another Generator card. So he's adding a trap that pretty much changes. If I directly chain to a Generator effect, it changes my effect to everyone draws a card. Alright, so starting off with Soul Eating Raptor, really good starter, but if he kind of stops it, I'm kind of done for. So when he let it go through, I was like, okay, so I don't know if he has anything in the background, or in the back row, but I had Baby, and now I'm trying to do the Synchro combo with Baby and Miscellaneous Source in hand. So I'm reading the effect of Miscellaneous Source, discarding it after I read him the effect. And he chains the fucking Called By, so that's over. And that literally shuts me down because I only open up monsters and none of the ones that can do anything. So yeah, I'm debating if I should even just try anything else. And I think I'm just going to attack into one of his tokens just so I can do something. I do a measly 300. And I have to pass. So here's a little random pause because Derek is doing life points with the dice instead of using the calculator at the very bottom of the screen. You guys can see he's been rolling around trying to find a 7 on a 6-sided die. So he just gets another die for 7. So that's another card, and this is actually where it gets really cool. So they're all level 9s, so I thought he was going into a Calamities or their boss monster, which will come back on the screen because I cannot pronounce that, which would be really cool, but it would really hurt. But instead he does something else that's like really cool that you guys probably haven't seen in a long time. Summons fucking Heart Earth Dragon. So you can really mess around with me if I don't get something that can really stop it. So he goes in the battle phase, runs his Heart Earth into my Soul Eating Raptor, which if you guys don't know, means I just take the battle damage for it instead. So I take 18 right here, and he has a set trap he's thinking about. Goes back to my turn, I will draw. If, you know, the cards that get stuck, I drew. So he activates boss stage and chains his trap to it, and so that means I can't fully negate a Generator effect without just drawing another card. So he summons Nidhogg again, which actually hurts the deck pretty bad if I don't open up anything else that can help with a special summon. And he decides not to use the token effect because I think he thinks I have Lost World, so he's not going to try it. Which wouldn't really matter if he tributes him, it just protects him from being destroyed. Me checking fucking Chaos Hard Earth, or not Chaos Hard Earth, just Hard Earth Dragon, making sure I could fucking play around it. So I had another Soldini Overwrapper that I'm going to try to do everything again. He's letting me add the Miscellaneous Doors again. And here's me sneezing, so that's why I just turned around. And Derek decides not to cut because I sneezed. I added Miscellaneous Doors, and I'm trying to do the Synchro package again. But I think I had a plan because I wanted to get rid of this back row. So I go into a Tornado Dragon. If I find it. So I summon Tornado Dragon defense. And try to pop that one unknown back row. And he stops the summon with Nidhogg instead. So like, alright, that's fine. So I did open with the Pankratops, use the effect to tribute and pop. So yeah, Hard Earth can be destroyed by card effects, thank God, or I'd just been sitting there for a long time. So yeah, it has a really cool effect. If it's into the grave when it had Xyz material, it gets attacked based on the amount of cards currently banished. And he gets one because of Miscellaneous Doors. Yeah, we're reading the summon condition here. So I use Miscellaneous again, and he has a fucking another called by, so there's that. Really stops me in my tracks there. So I summon UCT the original way by banishing 2 dinos for that. Store the baby in hand to flip him face down, and baby will get me another monster. Or another level 4 dino. Or never mind, not even level 4, just fucking Alio. And I debated on doing the Synchro package here, because I probably could. But I also did open with the Mana Lion, so I didn't really want to use it right away in case he can come back. So I will link off the Alio for a Link Karibo. Yeah, so UCT. We'll just use the effect to deal Derek 1000 and just send it to the grave, and that way I can just get rid of it before it even flips up. And then I attack Derek again directly with another 300. So Derek sets one, and passes it right back over. So they're summoning from deck and trying to figure out what he summoned again. So he summoned Swords, which is actually a really good card. That's what he came up with when we went to side. And then he realized he can just destroy my board instead with Swords. Oh, here's me missing the cut. Now tokens come down. So in standby, he activates Sword's effect to tribute 2 tokens to destroy 2 monsters on my side. It's got a really cool effect too. And so here's UCT getting stuck, or Linkuriboh moving itself in UCT back. But Swords has a really cool effect. If it does that effect, your opponent can actually draw based on the amount of monsters you got that were destroyed. So I actually get a +2 from that. So I'm using the Fire True King's effect to destroy in my hand, just so I can get it on the board. So I don't have 2 fires, but I do destroy the Kaiju and the Giant Rex, because I plan on using UCT to banish it and just get Giant Rex right back. So I really don't have a choice. I just have to hit over Swords, or he'll just do it again, leaving me without a monster. So I have to be at some kind of advantage to survive. So I set 1 card, which is an Imperm, to make sure it's not another called by, and I pass it back to Derek. Yep, so just right there I had to start the camera again, because, oh, now he activates the trap. And I drew into a set rotation, which is, isn't too bad. But he activates a second boss stage. Now he's summoning the zombie generator, which actually lets him revive monsters by tributing generator stuff. Instantly using her quick effect to tribute herself to summon a different one in the grave. He summons Swords right back out, so I'm pretty much back at square one. And then Swords tributes herself to destroy the fire, and I actually get to draw another card. Passes back to me, activates boss stage to summon another one from deck. So I'm actually at an okay card advantage, except I won't really be able to do much if he keeps summoning a bunch of crazy stuff that I have to work around. So he summons Har from the deck. Oh, and yeah, so Har's supposed to be in defense, but I think we do get back to that later. So, just a slight misplay over there, that's alright. So I am now facing a negate and a card rip, so I will activate set rotation instead. My alarm goes off right there, so that's what I'm doing with my hand, so there's that. Setting myself diagram, I'm going to set Derek Lost World just to kind of slow down the boss stage stuff. So using diagram, I will pop or destroy a card in my hand, which I really didn't know what to destroy because there's nothing useful in there. I guess not, never mind. I'll normal summon Selenium Raptor to try to do everything again. So here's where it gets crazy, so... I was supposed to add the card first for that effect to go off, and then... Well, we're misplaying here. So I chain Imperm to his Har, and then his trap makes the Imperm makes me draw a card instead, so that's why I'm shuffling real quick. He's gonna cut. And now the chain resolves awkwardly, so I now draw a card. Imperm gets sent to the grave because it's no longer there, and now I add a card. But it's supposed to be I add a card first, and then the other stuff goes off. So that's a slight misplay on our end there. So I add Miscellaneous Source again, because I feel like I can try to do everything once more. Derek tributed the 2 tokens, even though that part of the effect wasn't for cost, but he does fix that later on in the match here, so he'll just bring those tokens back, so that's what you'll see. I try Miscellaneous for the 3rd time, hopefully he didn't have Called By, or luckily he didn't have Called By. So I've just protected my Dinos from their effects being negated this turn, or this main phase. So yeah, I could finally summon UCT by banishing a Giant Rex and an Alio, since I will never need that again. And Giant Rex's effect to come back, which is really nice. And I'll overlay these 2 for... I actually don't know what I should overlay it for. Nope, I think I just went straight into Dolka just to protect monster negates, because that's what I have to worry most about that deck. And here's me using Miscellaneous Source effect to banish a few dinos to summon the level of that dino back, or from the main deck to the field. So I'll banish him and Pancratops to summon a level 2, so it's most likely going to be Baby or Petite Pteranodon, just any of the baby dinos. Using Tyrannos to pop Baby to flip his stuff face down. And now I get Baby's effect, and Baby's is really not going to do much except summon a different little baby. So here's Derek remembering that it wasn't for cost, so this is why the tokens just came back there, but me summoning another baby and attack probably wasn't the greatest idea. But I don't think it matters because I'm about to use Dronic Diagram to pop that baby. And then add the Lithosagem. And I could do Baby's effect again. And I'm going to summon the other babies. So I'm summoning Petite Pteranodon now. So I do Derek 5,000 damage here. And that's pretty much game, because I just attacked him directly. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Sorry it was kind of an awkward commentary and all that, but I hope you guys enjoyed the live duel. I know there's quite a few misplays, but you know, we're just having fun. We'll get better, I hope. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. We'll see ya.